What's up, Internet? We are back with Skies of Arcadia Legends. Maybe for not too long, we'll see. But it has been a little while since I last streamed it. It has been like 2 or 3 weeks. So, quick tech update. I've been having this issue where trying to stream and everything, it cuts like with a black screen all over the place. And I've been trying left, right, and center to fix this problem. So the first thing I did was swap all my HDMI cables out, and I have a lot of them. That didn't fix the problem. So I then thought that maybe it was like a PC issue, like I was just using too many of my like USB ports, so like something was interrupting the signal, because that happens sometimes. That didn't seem to fix the problem either. So, I noticed there was a bit of an instability with a piece of equipment I had, and it was one of the most obnoxious things ever. I had this really nice cable that was a switcher that connected the Wii, the PS2, and if I had one connected, but I didn't, Xbox 360, to component output. And that seemed to be the problem. So I went and I bought all new cables. And I've been sitting here... Just sitting here testing this like on my TV without a stream, but just like, you know, with OBS open. So if there was a problem that OBS was causing, it should still have been there, and it was fine up to about 5 minutes ago. And then I got the black screen again. So I don't know. I've swapped out all the cables. So unless it's my upscaler, my recording devices, or my computer, I can't replace anything else. Like, I can't afford to replace any of that stuff. So, I've replaced everything I can. I've reset everything since I had this issue. I've unplugged and replugged everything. I've done everything in my power and my budget. So, right now, we're kind of doing the best we can. Anyway, we're back with Skies of Arcadia. This chunk of the game is kind of... For the next little bit, it's going to be like basically 3 stacked boss battles, from what I remember. And we're going to spam something. Because we have the ability to... I've been doing a little bit of research on how to like effectively fight bosses, because some bosses in this game, from what I remember, gave me some issues. I've been looking up strategies. And, yeah, so those Crystallis boxes we stocked up on, that's basically what we're going to be doing for a while. Because... These are effectively like the crystals. They're the spells, but they're consumable. Except the boxes can be used allegedly 7 or 8 times. That's actually not true. They can break instantly through one use. I think they calculated 7 or 8 based on a percentage. So I think it'd be like 15% chance of breaking. But effectively what it is a use of basically the spell... and a chance to get it back, except it's stronger than the actual spell itself. So, ideally those aren't going to break. But these are, like, really, really good. And apparently, like, the ideal way to fight bosses for, like, half the game is just to spam these things. And right now, I know this is, like, 3 bosses stacked against each other, so it's kind of ideal to try and get through them as best we can. So we're doing about 600 damage with those Crystallis boxes. This guy can poison us, if I recall, which is not ideal. We'll see what we can do. He's doing some damage. But I believe Vise has use of Cutlass Fury, so we'll use that. What does Ica have? She does have Delta Shield, but she can't use it right now, and we'll be okay. So we'll just have these characters use Crystallis box. Drachma doesn't have really much going on. He's a heavy hitter, but these are going to do a lot more from what I can tell. And we're already doing pretty well so far. Let's see what Cutlass Fury can do on this thing. Yeah, so that's doing about 60% more or so using those boxes. And they aren't reliant on any character stats, so yeah, they're kind of awesome. Problem is, you know, they can break, and we don't want that. So we're going to try and hope they don't break too much. I know the next boss after this actually gave me a bit of trouble. The first couple times I played it, Mostly because, again, it is stacked boss battles, but it's just pretty awkward. So, what do we want to do? I would like to heal if we can. So we'll use Sakri on her. Aika, you use Sakri on Vise. And then Drachma, you use your box. And this will be our strategy for now. Because I'd prefer not to get our characters killed. Or at least Vise and Aika, because they're the important ones. And Drachma has a habit of disappearing from the party, so he's a little less reliable. I think the enemy has like an AI predisposition to try and hit whoever's got the highest defense first, which I think in this case is Vise, so we got to keep an eye on that, but we should be okay. That poison kind of sucks, but we'll be alright. I think we just use attacks. Actually, if we go back to Aika and have her use the box, because the fact is Drachma can at least heavy hit a little bit better. Well, I did not expect a counterattack for what that's worth. He's got some good counters. Well done, sir. But hopefully this will kill you. And hopefully we're not going to have like the camera cut in and out again, because I'm sick of it. There, we killed the first of like 3 big bosses from this. The next one's a little bit tricky because it's a 3-on-3 fight, though, which is less good. Oh, we got some levels, at least. Alright, Nika got some red magic. Got some Increm and a Vidal Seed. Now, seeds are important. I don't think I can heal if I go back to the save station. We could go check, but I don't think that's the case. Fortunately, like, poison, once you've gotten poison out of your system, it's out of your system. So that's good. But, you know, it would be nice to not have to deal with any more nonsense. And just, I'm going to save anyway, just so I don't have to deal with that. Not enough free space for another save slot. Whatever will I do? Okay, anyway, seeds are important because they give you basically a permanent stat. Okay, right. So I'm going to edit this together so it looks slightly less crappy, but once again, we're going to try and do this, and hopefully this has solved the problem. So for those of you finally catching up with this, I have been running into this issue for an absurdly long period of time, and I've spent a stupid amount of money on trying to solve this one small problem. Vermilion has given me a solution that is to plug this in using a phone charger to a wall as opposed to using the power port for this specific thing on my TV, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me because I was using a similar thing of the exact same make with the exact same cables and it should work just as well, but it didn't. So hopefully that solves the problem. If it doesn't, don't worry. I have 100% got a solution that will work, but there is a slight drawback in that we'll be using AV cables, so it'll look slightly less good, but it will definitely, absolutely, 100% work. So if it comes to that, it comes to that, but I've had my Wii on for about an hour testing this, and I haven't had any issues yet, but I've also said that before, so, you know, here we go. Let's load up, and let's try to, once again, rescue Fina, like we've been trying to do for an absurdly long period of time, but alas, our recording equipment is constantly failing us. Oh, I'm sad. Like, you know, it's pretty simple. I don't know why my screen is flashing. It's got to be something. It's not my cables, it's not my computer, it's not my USBs. What is the problem? Okay, it's my F-scaler. Okay, well, how do we fix it? I'm sorry, I'm dwelling on this, but it's a very simple problem that has taken an absurd amount of my resources to fix. And it's coming at the worst possible time for me, honestly. Anyway, we are back with more box spam, because we're going to be doing that here too. This is actually a pretty tough fight from what I remember. Now, you're not going to see this on YouTube, but we actually got through this fight, but unfortunately, like, the flickering was so bad I couldn't continue, so we just reset. But we get to fight this guy, the Executioner, who has a really cool, like, gauntlet, like, armor. Like, that's just... I like that giant shoulder armor he's got that's, like, also a weapon. But this is going to be a 3-on-3 fight, which is pretty scary. We got this jerk, Marco, who's hanging out because he doesn't believe we'll rescue people because he's just dealing with a lot of really bad depression and stuff in his life because he's got a very bleak life. Trust me, buddy, I'm right there with you right now. I'm having a really rough time with myself, but Vise is here to save the day. And boop! That's a really good guard doing his job, and these guys are about to get their asses kicked by prisoners who are bound. But, well, our pirate friends make our escape. We have got to go fight some more bosses, because Valua is basically boss spam. We've already fought one boss. For me, it'll be like a week ago, but now we have to fight 2 more at least today. I don't know how long this is going to go. Again, this is all just sort of testing as we go, but hopefully we'll get out of Valua at least today. I would like that to happen. I've just learned to stop, like, hoping for anything at this point, really. Okay. So, we've got the Executioner who's big and scary, and he's got 2 popcorn mages who will buff the crap out of him. So we're just going to keep spamming boxes. That's our solution to every problem right now. And it works pretty well. We did not heal Ica, but that'll be probably fine. I'm going to use Drachma to heal Ica, though.
Let's try this.
Okay, so that's a box breaking. We don't want that. I think I mentioned this before. Like, I can't remember because it was a week ago and it was, like, some of the stuff I had to edit out, but... You know, you can tell when a box breaks. You don't want that to happen. It's not... In their description, it says 10 to 15 or 7 to 8 uses before it breaks. It can break the first time. And you can see, like, a shattering effect when they lift it above their head. The thing is, I think when they wrote that description, it was based around... Just the percentage-based thing, because it should be something like a 15% chance of breaking. Which, you know, mathematically would be about 7 or 8 uses before it should happen. Now, if we were really going to min-max this fight, we'd ideally want Drachma to die. Because if he dies, everyone else gets more experience, and Drachma has a habit of leaving the party a lot. So... I'm not too cut up if he loses out on some experience, honestly. But we really don't want those boxes to break at least until the next boss fight. Fortunately, you know, we're doing 500 damage with that. Cutlass Fury's going to do some damage. Not as much as the boxes, mind you, because the boxes are kind of OP. Which is why they're kind of ridiculously good. Unfortunately, we do have one more boss after... Oh, we don't want him to go after Ica. Ica, we want to keep her alive. Please don't die. That would be bad. Okay, good. Good. Like I said, if anyone dies, we want it to be Drachma. I'm hardly playing this min-max or anything, but I just know that Drachma is probably the least useful party member that we have. So if he goes down, that's actually not that big a deal. Comparatively, anyway. Alright, there we go. And on the bright side, we have not had any cutting in or out of signal so far in the, like, 5 minutes we've been doing this. For me, an hour and 5 minutes, but you know. Alright. And Drachma got some, yeah, we got some Sacris Crystals and Electri Box. I'm not sure what that one would actually be useful for, because I'm not really sure what you want to use Electri on. But Vise, being the total pro he is, gives the crowd a bow, because he is a showman. And we're off on our merry little way. But we're not quite done here yet, because, of course, we still have to, you know, rescue Fina. So we've only kind of finished the job halfway. And the problem is... now they know stuff's going on, so they're probably going to have even more defense for poor Fina. We're going to save, once again, just in case. I saved after the previous boss because of this exact sort of thing, so You know. I gotta remember we're on save file 5. I played a lot of this game. That's why I've got so many save files. Hey, Marco. I did do it because I'm a badass. Yes. He knows all the secrets. He took a shortcut that we weren't able to. Didn't tell us about it. We had to fight a bunch of, like, zombies controlled by cockroaches. Would have been useful for him to tell us about that, but he didn't. This looks like some kind of altar for, like, worship or something. Anyway, let's talk to Dine and give him the lowdown on what's going on. Whole head shorter. Fair enough. A public execution in a completely walled, militaristic city, mind you. Yeah, we're kind of a badass like that. Vice is a total badass, by the way. If this hasn't proved it. Oh yeah, you know, where's Fina? It's not like that was kind of our whole job is to go and rescue her. Yeah, she's not with us. She's never been with us. Whoops. Oh, good. So let's go to the palace. Because it's not like that's going to be a bad idea. I mean, we've only, like, broken a public execution already. Alright. Well, obviously we have to save her. We don't have time to sit around and let the heat die down. Alright. Hey, we got a yellow moonstone. Those are not terribly useful from what I remember. Yellow, along with, like, blue, are the least useful. Blue at least kind of has some use in, like, 1 or 2 fights, but that's about it. You don't want to use yellow too often, though, from what I remember. That's why I'm kind of doubtful of the Electri Box's use. Alright. So we get to go see the upper city, which is much nicer than the lower city. You know, if you know where the upper city is, why don't you hang out there and, you know, get the good food and stuff. Even if you have to pillage from trash cans, Marco. You know, I feel like if you're going to live a life on the streets and have to, you know, live off the scraps of society, why not deal with the upper city, which probably has the better bread that won't chip your teeth, like that little girl once said. Also, Drachma leaves the party a lot. Did I mention that? Also, we got the yellow moonstone. I don't care. There are other moonstones that matter to me. Yellow is not one of them. What do we have for magic right now, though? Okay, so you've got Pyre and Increm. You've got Sacri and Nox. Okay. I'm thinking about swapping one of my characters over to blue, but I don't think now is quite the time, because I don't want to invest a lot in blue. Like I said, blue's kind of useless, but there are a few fights where it can be a little bit useful. Not super useful, mind you, though. But, yeah, so Valua is basically just a bunch of cutscenes walking through some tunnels, and I believe one more boss fight, and then we're kind of out of here, which is nice, because this place is really unbelievably depressing. Alright, I'm just gonna tweak the mic just a sec, hopefully it's not too loud. There we go. Okay, now here's a problem. Because Drachma's not in our party anymore, we don't get the SP boost for having him in our party, so I don't think we can use Alpha Storm, like, off the bat now. Which is not ideal, because it's so good. That's one of the few uses blue magic has. It can make you faster. Which is actually genuinely useful for 1 or 2 boss fights, from what I remember, but it's not the most required ability ever. Again, I don't really invest in blue magic at all. But I'm trying some different stuff this playthrough, so, you know. Okay, so we should have enough for Alpha Storm now, though. Okay, we're gonna... Yeah, we need 4, so starting off with 3 we won't have enough. Yeah, that sucks. And I believe that's who we were targeting. That's less than ideal. But, hopefully, that'll take all the enemies out all the same. I'm a little worried about, yeah. One of those guys is just out of range. That's annoying. I dislike these Mind Stealers a lot. Alright, well that's one less guy we gotta worry about. Oh, but we're poisoned. Crap. We're gonna have to heal up, I think. That dodge animation's really well done. I think that was, like, properly mocapped.
We did it!
I'm not sure how much of this game was motion captured, but I know some of it was. Like, you could see, you know, the characters waving each other around through the Coliseum match and stuff. That was absolutely motion captured. I'm not sure how much of this game was motion captured, but there clearly was bits that had a lot more complex animation than others. Like this running animation I don't think was motion captured. But, you know, some of the stuff does look like it was just much, much more fluidly animated. Alright. That was a cool animation right there, talking about animations. Also, this chunk of the sewer is clearly better lit and more fancy looking. We really are in the upper city now. Even their place where their poop goes is much, much nicer. Thank God we don't live in a society that uses classes based on how much money we make. Oh, wait. Alright. So, we really need that Alpha Storm. We just do. Please don't poison us. We don't want to be poisoned. Crap. It's my Pokemon playthrough all over again, you know? I like to go back and do Pokemon Ruby, because I know we sort of half finished that, but the problem is, I think my save file's dead on it. That's not good. And they can all do that, by the way. It's another reason why we want to save, like we did. Just on the off chance they all kind of go, you know, I just want to blow up today. You know, you don't want explosive enemies to go, let's blow up today. Is there any way I can hit at least 2 enemies? I'm gonna try this guy and hope. I don't think it's wide enough, but maybe. Holy crap, that hit everyone. The hitbox of that is a little bit questionable, but I will take that, absolutely. Thank you, Aika. That's why we love her. Also, Delta Shield is too good. Okay. So we're going up to the upper city, where things are significantly nicer. Oh no, we gave him hope and now he's sad because if something bad happens to us, he'll have no hope anymore. Oh, we're definitely gonna make it happen. Every time I hear the word impossible, it makes me want to prove everyone wrong. And that's why Vise is a badass. Always challenge the impossible is the point, I guess. And that's a good quote right there from Vise. So let's go attack a well-armed city. We'll be fine. Impossible's just a word to let people feel good about themselves when they quit. That's also a very good quote. I've used that a few times. I think you could, Marco. And I'm sure we'll have plenty to do with you becoming a sailor in the future. Thumbs up. Those thumbs are looking a bit dated for the time, of course. Dreamcast era polygons and all that. I would love to see this game, like, redone. Like, just completely overhauled. Made available to everyone for a relatively fair price digitally. Alright. So, yes, it turns out she is known as a Sylvite. And there's a whole thing about that. Because that's where the plot of this game actually comes from. Also, this is the Empress. She's evil if her face didn't show that off. Also, she's a creeper. Alright, so she wants to rule the entire world of largely disconnected islands. Does that technically even qualify as a world at that point? I think world implies that it's all connected physically. Okay, if all the islands are reduced to ash and dust, though, are you really ruling that? Okay, this is Enrique. He's less evil looking than his mother, in case you couldn't tell. Because he's actually a good guy. Spoilers, he'll join our team at some point way off in the future. We like him because he's genuinely quite good. And you notice that he's actually, like, taking an even-handed approach to everything. An empire that does not listen to the plight of its people is destined to fall. He's actually kind of smart. Also, he's really, really good as a teammate. He has a very, very good defensive ability. And of course, his evil mother won't have any of his actually being a humanitarian and stuff, and just not being a massive jerk. You should pay more attention and be evil like me. There are 6 moon crystals. This is important. You should be taking notes. They're scattered all over the world. Once you collect them, you can find one piece. Or rather, you can then control weapons of mass destruction, known as the Gigas. And that kind of becomes the entire plot of this game, is stop these people from that, and also maybe deal with all this nonsense. But at least, you know, Fina's got that sort of look of determination. I will die before I tell you nonsense. Once again, noticing she has tattoos on her shoulders as well. You know, this playthrough, first time I've ever actually noticed that. You don't really ever see her from a top-down perspective, though, either. Anyway, the Gigas are evil. They're very, very powerful. Yeah, that's no joke. They are actually genuinely scary. And that's why we need them, obviously. And with the power that no human should wield, we'll wield that, and therefore we'll be in control of the entire world. That's just how that works. I am evil, can't you tell? I would suggest not killing her, at least until you've extracted information from her. Also, once again, Enrique, being the total Chad that he is, trying to stop this incredibly insane woman from doing something incredibly evil. You'll pay by dying before we even bop. Who needs information? We'll just kill you. It'll work. They might be coming here for her. Let's throw her on the biggest, most, you know, guarded thing ever. In fact, let's just execute her right now in front of the Empress. I think she'd like that, given that she definitely wants to see her die, and then we don't have to worry about her. Oh, wait, no, let's just throw her on a train and leave her very poorly guarded. That's our plan. That's sensible. Let's do that. Okay, to be fair, he's with her, so, you know, he's actually genuinely scary. Excuse me. A new addition. His Vice Captain Ramirez. He's also going to be important, because she knows who that is. To be fair, I mean, that's That's your chain of command. Just add him. I don't think you need to request that, but either way, I guess you're going through proper channels. Good for you, Galcian. She knows a guy by that name. Therefore, they have to be the same person. You'll notice Marco disappeared. Not sure what happened to him. Maybe he's being controlled by a giant cockroach now. Either way, you know, I think we can get on without him for now. And this is the upper city, which is much, much nicer. I have to check for, like, all the chests. I don't think there is any actual chests in upper city, but, you know, gotta make sure. The sky is still... What's the first-person button? There it is. Sky is still incredibly dull and dreary, but everything looks nicer anyway. Look, people are dressed better. They're a bit meatier. They've got more food and stuff on their bones. You know, like the classic days. You know, if your populace is meatier, that means they're eating well. They're pretty well off. They animate with their hands a lot more, evidently. It's much harder in Upper City than you think. Because it's definitely like a democratic game, more than anything. That statement, I've got a solid gold bathtub. Why would you want to make your toilet out of anything like that? That is... Like, if you want to make a rich power play, I can kind of see having a solid gold bath. I guess? But why would you want to make something that you defecate in out of, like, the solid silver? That makes no sense to me. People in Lower City rarely get to eat white bread. That's stupid. Just eat cake. Fun story. Marie Antoinette never actually said that, but, you know, it's a statement on the entire class issue. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm from Admiral Alfonso. Yeah, because I'm awesome. If you say anything else, he'll talk down to you for being like a poor pleb of completely worthless birth. Because class systems, they're kind of an asshole, in case you couldn't tell. And that's pretty much all of Upper City we actually get to see, unfortunately. Which is why there's very little of actual, like, visual interest in that direction. We just see a couple of people and some rather empty streets, because we don't actually get to go there. Let's get a closer look. Using our sniper monocle eye patch thingamabob. Oh, hey, look, there's Fina and the two bosses we have to go fight. That was a weird animation. Really odd frame rate change there. Yeah, we have to move. Now. That was weirdly stuttery. Not sure why that was like that. This is not the only train in the game. That might surprise you, but there is another train. We might see it too, if I'm very diligent about it. It's pretty obvious, Aika, what we have to do. We have to be a hero and do something stupid. Yeah, plan B is land on it and don't fall to our deaths, or get smushed. That's plan B. I prefer to stick to plan A, though. Way to, not stick to plan A there, Aika. Face planted. Yeah, it's funny, because she associates herself with a cat. She, of course, does not land on her feet. She lands on her face. Okay, so we've got a boss fight ahead of us, but also we have a genuinely scary bit ahead of us, too. This next little bit can go really, really, really exceptionally bad for us, if I recall. Yeah, they know we're here now. Got to admit, the black and red cloak with the gold trim, that's a total style play right there. Delcane, he's got some style points with that outfit. We know where they're headed, we know where they are, so let's just meet them at the station, no problem. Close them now, obviously. There you go. That's a sensible order right there. Okay, so we're on a train. Also gets to listen to some good background music when we're not in a fight, but right now we're in a fight. Okay. We need to heal. This is going to end badly for us if we don't use some healing items as fast as we possibly can. Critical hit! There we go. Not going to say no to a free crit. Okay, we definitely got to heal Ica up. Can't use Cutlass Fury, but we can use Alpha Storm. I was hoping that would take priority, but at least do some damage. And that'll finish him off. Okay, we're healing Ica with anything at this point, the moment we get out of this fight.
That was a close one.
Because we need her not dead. Okay. Okay, so let's heal Ica up, because we need that. Use a Sakri Crystal, in fact use 2, why be stingy? We got a fight ahead of us, a really important one. Yeah, you'll notice that the camera's now facing behind us. There's a reason for that. It's because this guy's now following us. Okay, so here's a fun story. He being evil is a boss in this game. If he catches you on this train, if I recall, you actually do have to fight his, like, end game boss form. And he will smush you in one hit, so let's not fight him if we can help it. Fortunately, he just kind of slowly saunters down the train. We're actually not in any real rush, but... you know, don't get caught by a Galcian is what you can surmise from all this. Alright. Also, he's not behind us in fights, which is nice. I don't think there's like an actual timer running behind us. If that were the case, we might be in trouble, but I don't think that's what's happening. I think it's more of an in-between thing, and I think all of these fights are scripted in the sense that they're predetermined when you run into them, so it's not a matter of actually like hitting an RNG value that causes these fights to show up. It's just these fights will absolutely show up every time. Oh, we didn't want to do that. But that bonking sound effect was kind of cute. These guys really do have a lot of speed on them. It's impressive. That move, as I understand, is kind of like Alpha Storm, in the sense that you target one enemy, but if anything else just happens to be in the way, it will get hit by it as well. Also, we've been going for half an hour. I've been running this thing for about an hour and a half at this point. Still haven't had any flickering, so Vermilion might have been right about this, even though the logic about it doesn't make a ton of sense. Okay, hold on. Since I have a chance to... I think we're going to swap Vise over to... I think we have to do that in a fight, though. I don't know how to do that outside of combat, and that's fine. I think we might swap Vise over to blue just to get the speed up move. Just because I know that's going to be useful for 1 or 2 fights down the road. And I'll probably promptly forget to actually use it. But, that's purple, that's blue. Okay. I'm thinking we might invest in blue or purple pretty soon as well. But I'd like to pick up one more move for Ica in red first. The nice thing is, as long as one of your characters has a color as their weapon, all the characters learn a little bit of it, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's the rules to it. And it has been forever since I've played this game well, but I'm pretty sure now we'll just learn blue and red, and that will kind of confirm my suspicions. Yeah, so we got blue and red. So basically, you can learn up to like 4 different colors in any fight, because you got potentially up to 4 party members, each with a different color, potentially. Although I think they also stack. Anyway, we're here with another fight. Also, the background music right now is really, really good. It's one of my favorite songs on the track, or on the soundtrack, even though it's a pretty short song, honestly. We're here to rescue you! Also, these guys have some nice, really big-ass shoulder shields. Very, very stylish. And functional. Alright, so let's go. Alright, and of course we've got boss music, because this is a boss fight. And Fina falls over because she's kind of useless. Alright. So we're going to stick with our strategy of spamming boxes, because that's very, very useful. I'm a little bit worried about Aika's health, but we'll see what happens.
Let's try this.
I think counter stance only affects if you physically attack, so we're fine. Did I mention these boxes are kind of awesome? Because they're kind of ridiculously good. Once again, they're kind of like the cola bottles in Live Alive. They're just sort of ridiculous. Okay, actually, do we have Cutlass Fury? No, we need 7, not 4. Okay. 7, not 6. 4. Where did I get 4 from? Alright, either way, we're fine. Let's take care of this boss. Now, technically there is one more boss fight ahead of us that I just realized. It's not that big a deal, though. It's a tutorial fight, basically.
That wasn't so bad.
Yeah, alright, there we go. There's some more levels for us, some more health. Alright, we got some magic droplets, which I think just increase our expended magic. So they'll be useful in a pinch between fights, but not super useful. And I tend to hang on to magic more than I probably should myself, relying mostly on physicals. Anyway, we rescued Fina because she's our friend, and she needs to tell us more about herself at some point, but she's kind of bad about that. But she really needs to, because that's kind of the crux of the entire game. Also, this is about to go real bad for us. Oh yeah, that's right, we've got like an endgame boss guy on our ass, plus 2 more of the guys we just fought. I'm advised of the Blue Rogues. I just thought you were the guy who cleaned the rail cars. Well, technically he just made a fool out of you too, so, you know, maybe don't try and take Alfonso down a few pegs. Never. Obviously, because we're a hero. We're not gonna take that shit. Absolutely, that's the plan. We don't need permission. We see something we want, we take it. Because we're pirates. Because sky pirates are awesome. Oh yeah. And then Drachma shows up to help. Because he's still part of this game for reasons, even though he really doesn't want to be. But to be fair, we needed that rescue because, again, that's basically an endgame boss that would wreck us. Wouldn't be preferable to get hit by him ever, if we could help it. So there we are. We got everyone rescued, but we're still stuck in this city. And oh yeah, there's that giant wall of guns that we kind of have to deal with, because we can't just fly over the giant mountains that surround this city, because there is a height limit of where we can fly. Save the mushy stuff for later. She's right. We're about to get murdered by a giant gun wall anyway. Yeah, that giant gun wall. I didn't forget about the giant gun wall. Also, ship battle music is very, very good in this game. I want to point out, those are actual warships. We're in a tiny little fishing vessel. Alright, well, we gotta act fast. Also, we have a harpoon cannon, by the way. Little Jack got a bit of an upgrade. Also, Drachma joined the party. Again. And the way that's phrased just seems so bloody sarcastic. Like, look, okay, yeah, we know. We get it, alright? Anyway, ship battle. Nice reflection effect on those windows. Uh-oh. But yes, we got a giant fancy-ass harpoon cannon on the front of our ship. It's very, very stylish. Actually, what we want to do is we basically just want to focus. That's what we want to do. That's our plan right now. I'm just rocking out to the music. There's not really much to say about this. It's really just, you know, harpoon cannon the shit out of things. To be fair, that's most of the ship battles from here on out, because the harpoon cannon is, like, ridiculously good. But, yeah, we're just gonna be harpoon cannoning shit for a while, I guess. I want to point out the giant gun wall isn't actually doing anything yet. We could probably make a break for it and be perfectly fine, but we're currently in a combat situation, so, you know, the rules of RPGs won't let us. Yeah. There's rules about this stuff. It takes a lot of energy, and you can only do it at certain places. Alright, so, yeah, you can see what the harpoon cannon is. It's right there, so that takes 15. So we're just gonna keep charging up, because really that's what we want to do in this situation. Harpoon cannon is kind of the beat the game weapon right now. At least for ship fights, and it will be for quite a while. Because it's just designed to be like a super OP weapon more than anything else. But we'll get to see the very fancy use of the first use of our harpoon cannon. It's maiden firing, as it were. Alright, here we go. Goes clean through them. The fact that the harpoon actually has a tether tied to it so we can retrieve it doesn't actually mean anything in this game. There is a ship that does have a harpoon that does use that strategically. It ain't us, though. But yeah, the harpoon cannon is just kind of ridiculous for us. Oh no! We took too long by following the rules of combat and not just running. So now the door's closing on us. Come on, little Jack! You got this, you little green fishing vessel, you, with a giant spike on your front. Nice spark effects, by the way. Yeah, that was stylish. Boom. That's value done. For now. We'll be back later. Whether we like it or not. Mostly not. Because it sucks there. Also, this exact scene kind of made me think of, like, the end of any Star Fox level. You know, you're just flying away, you got some, like, nice jubilative music in the background. You know, we're just assessing the damage. We're just, you know, taking in our victory. We did a good job today, people. And we're out of that shithole, which is good, because it's terrible, and I don't want to go back there. But we're gonna have to go back there, because the plot demands it. Also, I love the little jack flag of Drachma's giant robot hand holding the whale he's trying to catch. That's cute. That's a good touch. That's good world building right there. Also, nice broken glass by his feet there. That's a good little detail. How's he getting out of that situation, though? He just has to, like, walk on the rails and hopefully not fall to his death, I guess. Yes, you really do appreciate it. Now explain me your backstory and why you're here and what the actual plot of this game is and why there's a printed circuit board in your dress. There's too many questions, Fina. Too many! Okay, seriously. Start answering some questions. We did almost die several times for your nonsense. You owe us that, at the very least. Hooray, plot. So she is a Sylvite. She's a descendant of the Silver Civilization. Again, this is important information. You'll notice that's the same number of moons that exist in the world. Yep, so there's one for every moon. And each civilization harnessed the powers of their moons by learning how to use the moonstones as a source of energy. Basically, we used to live in a world that was awesome, and then we kind of nuked it, and then it was crap. We'll be seeing him later. Oh, that guy. That guy sucks to fight. There's a lot of them. Aika, there is a lot of Gigas. There are 6 of them, in fact. And they suck to fight. And we'll be fighting a good deal of them. And then the Runes of Destruction fell. No one knows what caused it. I do. I've played this game before. It'll come up later, I'm sure. But then moonstones fell from the moons, and that kind of destroyed the entire world. And that's what suddenly made a giant sky planet. A place that doesn't have land because most of it was destroyed. And that's why we have sky pirates instead of just boring old water pirates. But in order to command the Gigas, you need the moon crystals first. And they're basically like super ultra mega chocolatey fudge coated moon crystals. They won't just turn your weapons a certain color, they'll turn your whole tongue several different colors. And also command giant monsters that will destroy the world. Help do my job for me because I'm not actually a fighter in any real way because I'm a white mage. And I can't sail, and I don't have a ship, and I need you to do everything for me, please. That's basically what she's asking. I need to think about this. Now we'll be heroes. Leave everything to us. I will speak for all of us, especially Drachma, because he's definitely on board with all this nonsense. Oh, also we get another friend here. It's Cupel. It's also her weapon, but it's like a shape-shifting, morphing thing that she has to feed in order to make bigger and better, because Cupel kind of sucks. Oh, freaking Cupel. I wish Cupel was useful, but he's not. But he does introduce an interesting little side quest that we'll have to deal with, alongside the little, like, floaty invisible fish thingamabobs. Hey. Even if he doesn't say, we're gonna go anyway. Alright. It's nice that Drachma doesn't have a single word about any of this. He's just, whatever. I exist. Alright, we got the Silver Moonstone, so we need that. Before we do anything else. That's not the button we needed. This is the button we needed. There. And it's good to see that they repaired the giant sky ladder from Snake Eater, but unfortunately this is a sad moment because we'll never get to see it again. Because giant sky ladder, it has now lived out its usefulness. Pretty much once you catch that fish, you never have to use this thing again. Which is good, because it's awful. Snake Eater ladder, why are you so long? I know exactly why you're so long, and it makes me sad. Alright. I'm not sure if there's a thing over here. There might be. Nope. Alright. There's a... Similar to how there's, like, the sound effect thing for the fish, there's a sound effect thing for the Cupel thing. And they're kind of interchangeably obnoxious. Should save, again, just in case. I don't think we'll be going much further, because, again, this is more... Let's not save over my level 55 save if we can help it. I don't think we'll be going much longer, just because, again, this is a bit of a technological test. But, you know, we've been doing this for... Well, I've been doing this for about 2 hours. Have not run into any issues. I don't want to say this fixed it, because last time I said that, and every other time I've said that, it's never fixed it. But we've yet to run into a problem. So hopefully this has fixed it. And if it hasn't, I do have a surefire thing that will fix it. It's just going to downgrade the picture quality for a bit. But one way or another, we do seem to not have any issues right now. That's as much as I'm going to commit to this. But I'll take that as a small victory, especially right now because I need any kind of victory. A whole lot of bad stuff's going on right now in my life, but hopefully everything's going to be fixed. Alright. So here we go. Cupel squeaking because there's a cham. And chams are Cupel food. And Cupel eats them. And when we feed Cupel them, then he transforms into a different type of Cupel. They're invisible, though. So really, you gotta listen to obnoxious sound effects and feel the rumble feature of the controller. So you want to collect all the chams, basically. In fact, you need to do a certain quest. That's right there. Now you can feed that to Cupel. Fina. You know she's level 1 and has basically no health. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. Now the nice thing is, this game has a really nice, like, balancing act. So even though Drachma's super far ahead in terms of levels compared to Fina, they'll actually end up leveling out pretty quickly. Because they actually did balance this game really, really easily and really, really well for, like, character level and balance. Now, we need to go talk to Dine, but there's something else we need to do first. Because my OCD ass will not let me rest until I do this. I wish I could go down a ladder faster. Unfortunately, this is not Dark Souls. I was playing a lot of Elden Ring before I played this. I'm playing a lot of that game lately. That's a good game. That proves that Breath of the Wild could have actually been a good game if it were made competently. Alright. There it is. There it is, okay. Unfortunately, I have to stand in an exact specific place to catch that moonfish. Alright. And, you know, there's Dine. We need to talk to him before we leave.
What's up, Internet? We are back with this, the best PS2 game of all time. It's been a few weeks as I've been trying to hammer out some technical issues, and at least based on my Sky stream, we do seem to have it under control, hopefully. Anyway, we're in Eurydica. We're stuck with that jerk Basil, who we're just going to ignore. But, you know, we have to wander around this place a bit. There's a dungeon. We got to go do that, obviously. Got to add all these guys to our awesome album. And then whatever else we do, we do. I can't quite remember what else we're planning to do right now. But, you know, talk to everyone. Got to do that. Got to go into the dungeon. I think after this we got to go to Happy Garland, and then we're going to a new town, I think, is sort of what the next big story beat is. But, you know, we'll see about when we get there. So far we just got to look around at stuff and talk to people. Oh, we could buy some ore. I don't want to do that, though. Also, we have a guy sitting in the back of our truck who might be a little bit kidnapped because I don't know where he needs to go. And I don't really plan on delivering him. I wonder if I can just remove that backpack at, like, a local Trotmobile Mechanics. Not sure. Guess we'll find out at some point. Either way, we gotta talk to everyone, like we like to do. I don't know if we talked to you yet. There might be some gold. You know, the fact that this place seems to be dead means that the stocks in this mine are probably dead, which means we could probably invest pretty heavily cheap. Might be a good idea, as there is a stock market in-game, and your actions can affect what happens in there. Unfortunately, that works both ways. You can easily devalue something with your actions, so don't do that if you can help it. But that's just part of the majesty that is Steambot Chronicles. I almost called this a different game entirely. I almost called it White Knight Chronicles, which is a much less good game. Oh god, I'm getting terrible flashbacks of White Knight Chronicles now. That game was so bad. So we're not getting any flashing picture, which is nice. That's the first important step to making sure this all works. Where is the ladder? The ladder's over here. Gotta go through all those buildings, see if there's any interesting stuff we can collect. Then we should be able to go down into the dungeon and dungeon crawl for a little bit, and then see what's going on back in town. Can I look at this? No, I can't. Alright, that's fine. Oh, this game is so pretty. Doesn't look like there's anything interesting over here. It's just an empty building. That's an unfortunate. Alas, not everything can be filled with stuff, I guess, even though I wish it was. Because when stuff is filled with stuff, it's more interesting. This place really is dead. I'm betting if this place ever, you know, hit it big, we could come back here and there'd probably be people to talk to and stuff to find. And now we're a shop owner. Hooray! We just live here now. Unfortunately, there's no customers, so we gotta go on break. But we could go to the dungeon and find some stuff to collect, and then suddenly this game becomes Recettear. Not really, but, you know, if it did, that would be kind of cool. I think there might be some, like, stuttering here and there. I think that's just because the game's running off my hard drive as opposed to off disk. I should go back to town, because Basil will be sad. But I don't think this game has that, like, stutter every now and then. Ah, we have goods and stuff. We could buy some bread, horse steak. Low in fat and calories, but just wrong somehow. Let's see.
Little swabby, that's important for dating. The old lamp. Ornamental. Keep lights on. Hanging light. Size SP. I think we can put that on our Trotmobile. Let's talk to you and add you. I would like to stay, actually, but Basil will yell at me if I do. And I don't care what he thinks. In fact, I would like to just shove him off my Trotmobile and into a lake, but the game won't let me yet. Yet being the key word. Maybe someday it will. If I wish hard enough, it will someday let me dump Basil into a lake. Ooh, what's up here? I don't think I've ever actually been up here. Hello? Gonna add this to the list of things I've never seen in this game. Classic World Literature 9, which I think puts us at, what, 14 things? Let's take a look. Freaking poster of Basil. I wanted savory. Alright, after years of research, a mad scientist named Mandesi finally managed to invent an invisibility potion. Well, that's scary. Hopping down with glee, he made it way into town. I think I see where this is going. Sergeant Ryan bopped him on the head. Well, he was invisible, apparently. Interesting. Yeah, I was kind of thinking this would be like an Emperor's New Clothes sort of thing, where he's invisible until he gets to town, then suddenly everyone can see him. He never bothered to make something that would make him not invisible. Uh-oh. Everyone will be invisible, and then I won't be lonely. That's not how that would work, because you still wouldn't be able to perceive them. That's how the people of Venetia became visible. Some heard a voice saying, oops. Oh, I love this game. It's such a good game. Man, like, I just cannot think of another game that's quite like this. Like, there really is nothing quite like Steambot Chronicles. And on one hand, that makes me happy because, you know, the moment you make something that's exactly like it, you know, suddenly it becomes a lot less special. But at the same time, you know, if you have more of it, well, you know, that'd be good too, I guess. Provided it was done well. Board instrument, thank you. Let's board our Trotmobile, see if we can put this lantern on here, because I'm curious. Okay, buff mechanic, let's develop some, not develop, replace. Where would... Nope. Back frame. Can't switch while transporting... Uh-oh. We might be stuck with this guy on our Trotmobile forever. That might be a problem. Legs. Body. No. Alright, well, let's refuel. You know what it is? It's probably not a Trotmobile part, it's probably a house part. Because housing stuff is measured in size as well. I kind of figured that was what it was, but, you know, part of me thought, hey, maybe it's mountable in, like, some kind of special slot or something. Let's go to the Eurydica Mine. And see if we can find some neat stuff in another dungeon. This will be the medium level dungeon. Of which I believe there are 3 dungeons. And we gotta be careful about the 3rd dungeon, because if we go there at, like, the wrong time, we can be in trouble. And I do that on, like, every other playthrough. And, like, if we get to that point, we might actually get stuck. And I don't want to do that. So we're gonna have to be careful about that. Triclops! Boom! Unfortunately, you know, the dungeons, the sound effects are pretty much all the sound, and that's not very interesting. I mean, in fact, I might turn it down just a scooch. Just because I know, like, stomping around with an echo effect is going to be loud and obnoxious. Alright, so that's a rock. We don't need that. Although that's a chest. Let's grab that. It's probably going to be moldy bread or something. Oh, we got some money. Nice. Gotta be careful about that fuel, but I want to go fast too. Alright, we got another chest. Got some spoiled meat. Alas. Oh, it's a dig dog. As I dash into it like a pro. Boop. A scarab. That's a big one. Oh god. I hope that guy's not getting motion sick. And I hope Basil is, because screw that guy. Okay. Yep, you go that way. I'm just gonna pick you up and throw you. And... okay. That did not shield him as much as I thought it would. That faceplate I figured would be like a serious shield, but it doesn't appear to be. I don't know which way you're coming out, Dig Dog, but... throw! You blow up all the same. Grab some gas, grab some UR. Nothing around here, though. Alright, so like the other dungeon, it's basically every level ends when you find a boss, or you leave. So ideally, we'll grab all the loot we can and then fight a boss. An armored Yeti. Well, that has more health than anything else, so we're going to assume that's the boss. Because even if it's not, that means this is at least relatively clear of rougher enemies, which means there's probably going to be more treasure. Spoiled meat. Come on, something good. Oh. Can't even do anything with spoiled meat. Well, I mean, you could, but you wouldn't want to. I mean, there's a reason why it's called spoiled meat and not completely delicious fresh meat. It's a bigger, scarier Triclops. Can I pick it up? I can't pick it up. That's a problem. Still, as long as I avoid that attack, I should be good. You're pretty slow, so that's a plus. I've already taken off half its armor. There's most of its armor. Whoop! Not that much of an actual threat, not gonna lie. It is nice that we can see, like, the internal mechanics of it as we strip the armor down, though. It's a nice touch. Oh, I think we killed it. Yep. It's dead. Alright, we cleared the level. Let's go to another level. Level 2! Okay, so now I gotta do the second level. We're gonna repair and heal because it might be a little expensive, but we want to do it. I can't believe I'm stuck on an adventure with Basil. Man, he sucks. Ah, we got a porcelain vase. That might be worth something. Alright. Alright, Scarab. You're not doing anything, so I'm gonna throw you for a change. And throw! And now you're dead. Nice thing is, if you throw things, it doesn't wear down your weapons. I think it might wear down your fuel a little bit, though. But the worst thing you can do for your fuel is dashing around like I'm doing, but it's so much faster. Grab that fuel. I think we might have to spend some time at some point investing in the arenas. Specifically because, like I said, there's a thing you can miss and it's tied to the arenas. But the arenas also have, like, the best stuff, so if you want to grind there for a bit, you can get some really good stuff that'll make life a lot easier down the road. And I'm thinking that's probably what I want to do. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. I'm not sure if I'll do that on my own time, because I think there is a fair bit of grind to get, like, the bazooka, which is almost necessary for something down the road, but we'll see. Oh, crap. I think as long as we don't do a certain main quest that's coming up, I'll have at least a little bit of time. So if I want to do this on stream, it'll probably be like next week or the week before or something. Week before would be this week. Thanks, brain. Week after. There we go. Dig dog! Throw! And explode a whole bunch. Alright, so we can go that way, and I see some treasure. We can go that way, and I did see an enemy. I'm not sure if that's the boss or not, though. Still, best keep moving. Hopefully we'll find something cool. And we've got moldy bread. Not the best loot ever. But I guess realistic if it's in here. Okay, so there's the armored yeti. I think it's safe to say it's probably the boss, so we'll backtrack over here when the time is right. Got some spoiled meat. Not what I was looking for, but I'll take it, I guess. And a Triclops. Ooh, and another loot chest of disappointment. Oh, it's topaz. It's not disappointment at all. And I think we could probably give it to that bandit lady, and I think that would make her happy, and she might give us something if we give her enough gems. I think that's how that works, anyway. Because she does like gems. And I think if we just give her enough, she gives you something really cool by the end of it. Although I don't know, I don't think I've ever actually invested the time to bother. Because to be fair, the dungeon crawling is pretty bland in this game. Still a good source of money, though. And you do need money to buy better Dropmobile parts. And to fund your escapades. And to eventually have a house. There's some money. Alright, I think it's time we go fight the boss. So let's go do that thing. Off in this direction. I have no idea where this guy wants to go. I would prefer him not be on my Dropmobile, though. Like, if anything else, if I could just remove that, it would be less weight. Which would be nice, but I don't think we get that option at any point. Unless I figure out where he needs to go. I wonder if I can get out and talk to him. Because if I can get out and talk to him, he could, like, remind me of where he needs to go at the very least. You know what's interesting is it does appear like the damage on the body is sectional based on where I hit them. It's not just to indicate how much health it's lost, but, like, where I'm specifically damaging it. And that's pretty cool. Also, I'm just noticing something. There's treasure back here we didn't pick up. Hey, we got a sapphire. Rock and roll. Anything over here? Hey, there's even more this way. More treasure for me. Ooh, got a fancy little goblet thing. Cool. We got a place where people camped out. Can I search their tents for anything cool? No, I can't. That's just filigree, I guess. Alas. Okay, Mr. Armored Yeti, let's get back to what we were on about a minute ago. Uh-oh. I lost my spike ball on my left arm. Fortunately, I can punch you to death. That works out well enough, but... Oh. Alright, level 2's been cleared. Let's explore another level. The deepest level. Alright. So, once again, we're going to repair, refuel, and hopefully we don't run into too many issues. Also, we made about 500 UR there. Not bad, not bad. I see loot right here. I normally like to follow curves before taking a straight line, but when I see loot, you kind of gotta go for it. That said, it's a good idea in any maze to just follow one wall, because a maze is ultimately just a straight line that's bent in a whole different ways, and if you follow one straight wall, every time it curves, you'll eventually find the exit. Even if it's not the most optimal way of doing things, you can do it. And provided, like, the maze hasn't got some, like, free-floating walls or something, which sometimes they can do, but it's not common to see mazes designed with, like, free-floating walls and stuff. As long as they don't have that, following one wall will always get you to the end eventually. That's why it's kind of an optimal maze strategy. At least if you're traversing a maze in first person and you can't see the exit. At least that's what I've come to believe. I'd like to pick you up, and I'd like to throw you over there. And boop! Let's go this way. This is definitely a bigger environment. Question is it going to be profitable? Are we going to find all the loot in the world? Are we going to find the legendary ancient Trotmobile Sword of Destiny that will let us slay the Trotmobile Dragon and become the Trotmobile Master of the world? Probably not, because I'm pretty sure I just made all of that up, but still. Nope. No loot here. Alright, so let's follow this map. It's a little obnoxious. I would like for that map to have slightly more transparency, not unlike the one in Dark Cloud 2 was really quite excellent for that. You can play with the map on screen pretty much 24/7 and not really be distracted by it. Alright, what do we have here? We got one of these wall guys, which are basically useless. I like that we're not being questioned by Basil about all this. Like, why are we in here? Wasn't the plan just to go and get my base fixed and then, you know, go home and not pick up some random hobo and try and deliver him to wherever he wants to go? That might have been the plan at one point, Basil, but now we're doing this. Because treasure. Because treasure is great. Alright, what do we got? Rotten meat. More rotten meat. It even has flies. On the bright side, we get free flies with every spoiled meat we find. We didn't even have to pay for that extra thing. So, if anything, the chests are giving us a real good deal with our rotten meat. But on the other hand, it's also rotten meat and we don't want it in the first place. So, you know. I can be optimistic about it all I like, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's not good. It's a waste of inventory space more than anything. What the hell? Oh, okay. These are one of these throwy jerks. Fortunately, I can throw too. And pick up and throw. Alright. I took some damage. Overall, my arm's about to break. We keep finding spoiled meat, but otherwise I think we're doing okay. I think we got enough fuel that I don't have to worry about refueling. My arm being possibly destroyed in the boss fight's going to be a bit scary. But we'll make do. Got another scarab. Got some money this time, that's not bad. Okay, and then I'll throw you. And then I'm just gonna hit you with some spiky ball. A spiky ball. Oh, I didn't want to be picked up. Ow. This paint job was custom and you're ruining it, you jerk scarab. Throw. I got some more money. Okay, we could go that way, but it looks like we've explored a good chunk of over there. Have not explored over here, and there's a good chance there'll be a right corridor. We need to be aware there's an enemy on our left. That enemy's the Armored Yeti. Okay, so there's the boss. Got some moldy bread, that's no good. It does seem like there might have been some more over here we didn't find, so let's explore over here. Any treasure? Yes. But is it actual treasure? No. I can hope, anyway. This looks like a big room. Looks like a big room full of nothing, though. Yeah, it's a big room of absolutely nothing in it. That's depressing. But there's a mystery corridor. Where does it lead? Does it lead to more treasure or just sadness? Hopefully not that. I have enough of that in my life right now. Alright, we have... gross meat. Okay. Alright, my left arm's pretty much busted. I can't pick this guy up. I can, however, dash into him. Although that has its own issues. Doesn't look like there's any loot here, and we're in some bad shape. Okay, I think we can take on that Armored Yeti. It'll be a bit dodgy with how little health our weapon still has, but I think we can do it. And I'm saying that entirely based on the fact that I just don't want to go back. Okay, so yeah, it'll be this way. Oh! And there that is. Interesting. Now I want to point out, after 2 hours of testing last time, that didn't happen. And that's what this was supposedly with the fix. That's interesting. Now, as I've said before, I do have a solution that should prevent that from ever happening, but the drawback is the picture quality will take a nosedive. It might be worth doing it, but I'm curious to see if it keeps doing it. I mean, either way, we're going to try and take out this boss. But we'll see what happens and see if that persists, because I'm curious. Though I think the fact that it happened once is at least something that means I should be cautious about it happening again, because that means that the problem isn't inherently fixed. Okay, we haven't been here in the moment we kill him. We're gonna get booted out, so let's just check to see if there's any treasure. There is. Not the best dungeon crawl, I'm not gonna lie. I like a good dungeon crawl, but, you know, treasure, wonders, you know, mystery things. Things of interest, not moldy bread. But you're dead. Alright. Hello? Is that... Did we not kill the boss? I'm pretty sure we killed the boss. Okay. Does any place look like a place a boss might be hiding? Because that evidently wasn't it. Because if it was, the game would tell you that was it. I could see one or two areas where there's a bit of a gap in the map. I'm going to go heal just because I don't trust being able to beat it with no arm health. But, like, I'm pretty sure we kind of cleared the entire place out. I'd very much like to fix myself up, good sir. Repair and refuel. Okay. I'm thinking slightly to the right, near the top of the map, there's like that little, like, black gap in the map in that one large room. If I were to take a guess on where a boss could be, it would be there. Just based on the fact that I can't see any other place a boss would be. But I'm not seeing one. Okay. We definitely killed the boss, if that boss was the Armored Yeti, but, like, the level should have ended. Which tells me that there's still a boss. But we killed the boss. And I don't see any other place where there could be, like, a room. There's empty. Okay, well. That's interesting. That shouldn't happen. At all, really. I'm pretty sure we killed everything here. Pretty sure. Doesn't appear to be anything over here unless it's invisible. And otherwise, yeah, I think we cleared this place out. I don't suppose jumping on this platform will make it collapse and drop us into a new level. No, I think we cleared it. It's just, for some reason the game just decided it didn't want us to advance. Or rather, we wouldn't advance because it's the furthest level down, but they wouldn't give us the victory message and tell us, do you want to leave or do you want to try again, you know? So that's a thing that I guess happened. Oh well, let's go leave, I guess. The only unfortunate thing about this is I have to pay for another gas refill. Really, that sucks. But, you know. Repair/refuel. Alright, so we lost a little bit of money based on, you know, how much we spent on fuel. But otherwise, we finished off this mine. At least as far as I can tell. Alright. I'm gonna try something real quick. Just gotta get to the... here. Okay. Park Dropmobile. Uh-oh, I'm starving to death. That's not good. Let's slam some honey down my throat. That'll be fine. Worry about brushing our teeth later. Can I talk to this guy and figure out where the hell he wants to go? Nope. I guess he's just there forever. Actually, I'm inclined to think he probably just wants to go to Dandelion's workshop. That would be my assumption. Although we could just go here and see if he wants to be dropped off here. Nope. That's kind of annoying. They don't really give you any sort of inclination as to where to drop off passengers, as far as I can tell. To be fair, I never said this game was perfect. I just said it was the best PS2 game. But I'm surprised about that, honestly. Still, we could check the Overlook. I think there's a bus stop there. We could check by Dandelion's workshop, whereas I kind of think he might want to go. Also, this place looks like a crop circle. Though that's probably because of the big deforestation robot we killed here earlier. You know, that's probably his stomping grounds. So it looks like that. They don't tell you that about crop circles, but it's all created by, you know, Steambot robots. That were like evolutionary offshoots of cars in the 40s. Alright. So I'm just gonna keep smacking you with my spiky ball. And you're just gonna die. Sounds like a good plan. Glad we all agree. It would be nice if you could pick up like wrenches or something that just repair your health or weapons. Just because you can pick up like fuel, it'd be nice to have like a equipment slash armor repair. Have I talked to you? I probably have. I don't want lumber. I've got a person stuck in my carriage and I want him gone. But unfortunately, I don't know where he wants to go, so I'm kind of trapped with him. Here's a bus stop. Get off. Nope. Okey-doke. Just gonna pick up a tree. See? I don't even need to buy lumber. I just got a tree, like a genius, for free. Now I'm gonna take it to a lumber mill and make lots of money. For free. Or maybe I'll just break it. Oh, these guys are back. I remember these guys. Throw. They look vaguely familiar to me. I wonder why. Boop. Alright, there we go. Alright. Let's see if this guy wants to go to Dandelion's workshop. Because I don't know where this guy wants to go. We picked this guy up at the gate of the forest, so it could be he just wants to go to Happy Garland. For all I know. Oh, there's some rain. It's a nice little environmental effect. Do you want to go here, sir? I really just want to get the carriage off. Nope. Okay. Well, we'll keep dragging him places until we figure out where this guy wanted to go. I am nothing if not nice to my passengers. Even though it's not going to be worth the money by the end of this. Do you know how much money I spent on gas just carting you around, guy who won't tell me where I need to put you? It was a lot. It was a lot of money, and it'll be a lot more than what you're going to pay me, I'm sure. Because I'm betting I'm only going to make 200 UR. And I've already spent probably about 5 times that at least. Alright. I think we've been here. And there's that. I'm not seeing a bus stop anywhere around here. Guess we'll just enter Happy Garland and get on with our lives. Where we shove Basil into a lake because he deserves it. Okay. Now the bright side, we haven't had any more flashing after that one. Still a little worried. Let's go to the exit to Sabia Desert. Just because I would think that if you wanted to go here, that would be where the bus stop would be, on the outside of the city. That's the logic I'm using right now. Assuming that this world actually operates on logic, which is doubtful, but hopefully. But ultimately, I think we need to go to Lobster Inn. Because that's where the rest of the Globetrotters hang out. Still can't park in the arena just yet. As much as I wish I could. Mostly because the arena's, you know, the place where you get to do all the arena fighting. And get all the cool stuff. And end up losing your perfect run of getting everything you can get in one playthrough. It's a place of great highs and lows is the short version. Oh, there's another black flash. Interesting. That's 2 now over the course of 40 minutes. It's weirdly inconsistent because, you know, last time we went for 2 hours without issue. I think what I'm going to do tomorrow, because I would like to do road trip tomorrow, is I'll swap to my SD upscaler. So it's not going to look as good. We'll be using AV cables, but it shouldn't be a problem because the problem is the upscaler as far as I can tell. And then we'll run some stuff off there. And that will be our sort of way of testing this stuff in practicality. And it might not look as good, but you know, if it doesn't break and it's a better quality, then I'll work with it. Okay. Yep, that's where we want to go. I'm surprised Basil didn't yell at me that we were leaving. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk out into the desert, find the direct center of it, and push him out of my Trotmobile forever. That's what I'll do, because he deserves it. Alright, where's the bus stop? There's some Triclopses. Triclopes. Oh, here's a bus stop. Is this where you wanted to go? There we go! Ugh. Actually, that wasn't bad money, but no thanks. Okay. I'm going to replace that backpack because I don't want it. Replace frames. Back frame. Just going to remove it just because we don't need it. And it's going to help our weight. Which will help our fuel consumption. Now we can repair and refuel. There we go. There we go. Our Trotmobile's naked now, though. It doesn't have a backpack. It looks so empty and lonely. But at the same time, there's not really anything to put on your backpack that's really necessary, for the most part. It's mostly just stuff for transporting material. To make a little bit of extra dosh, which isn't even really worth the materials used to do it. You have to do it so many times just to pay off the equipment that it's not really worth it. But I will say it does look weird with that backpack on there. Might try and get the flatbed backpack up and running again just so I can start hauling more fossils. But that means we have to be near a Nephroberg, which we're not going to be for a little while, I don't think. Considering most of the game kind of revolves around Happy Garland, we probably won't be near Nephroberg too much longer either. I think there's like maybe 2 points where we definitely have to go back. But most of the game tends to hang out right around here as the sort of central hub of the world. You know what I've never done? I've never tried busking with Basil as like my follower. Like I know if you have Coriander or Savory kicking around with you, they will do the vocals to your songs. And it's especially interesting for Savory because the songs default to Coriander's vocals, and she's normally a backup singer, but she'll sing lead, which is interesting. I'm not sure if Basil will play along with you, though, and I think he just goes to the Lobster Inn the moment we park, so we'll never actually know. I guess we could have gone somewhere else and tested it, but freaking Basil, that's why I don't like him. He's just freaking Basil, man. Alright, there we go. Fix the audio. Alright. Actually, let's see. Where's the stock market at? 'Cause it might be worth going in and trying to invest in some stocks. Nice hat, rumor monger. Yeah, yeah, me and everyone else. What is it? Oh no, Sir John's son is missing, I hear. That might actually be relevant information at some point. It's closed every night and Saturday, alas. Which I guess would be now. Alright, so let's go to the Lobster Inn. Food! With a very smiley logo. Hotel and bar.
Thanks for the assist. You're a decent guy.
Oh, screw off, Basil. No one likes you. Did you just say laters with a Z? Because I like you even less now, Basil. Freaking Basil.
Good to see you back safe. I was worried the thieves got you.
Oh, never.
I'd like to hear about your trip. Maybe over dinner.
Absolutely. Play it cool.
I don't have plans.
And stop by the Riverside Hotel restaurant later this evening. This evening will be fun. I can't wait.
I like her. She's fun. And she's not Basil, which is a big plus. Alright. So unfortunately we can't go to the stock market now. We could go to the newspaper and I think we can actually do some stuff there. I'm not sure we ideally want to do it at this moment though. Problem is, I think if you wait too long, we go out of business. So you kind of have to act quickly on some stuff. I'm not sure what the time frame on it is though. Alright, so this is university, no one cares. Where is the nice restaurant? Here it is, next to all the star hotels ever. Want food now. Feed me.
Ah, welcome. You must be Vanilla. Your friend is waiting at the table.
Awesome.
Right this way, please.
Be frank. Be a little too frank. Let's just be polite.
I'm sorry, were you waiting long?
Not at all. Don't worry about it. I will have this with white sauce and the vinaigrette.
Excellent choice, madame. And for the gentleman.
Alright, order something expensive. Order what she's eating. Try to impress. Or order randomly. We're gonna play this one cool. Let's try and impress Savory. We wanna have a good impression on her.
I'll have my usual. Your usual, sir? Yes, of course.
Gotta appreciate the maitre d' who's willing to work with you when you just talk out of your ass like that.
Well, I see you've been here before. Very impressive. So, do tell, how was the desert? I've never been there myself. I hear it's a pretty rough place.
Let's see. Try for some pity. Let's not do that. Let's focus on the good.
It was a lot of fun. Connie and I swam in an oasis.
So there's an oasis there? How can they expect decent people to travel without the train anyway?
It does suck. Walking through the desert is not ideal. There was also bandits. Also, I'm now stuffed.
Well, how was the food?
It was good.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe how delicious it was.
And that's why it's my usual. Come on, Vanilla, play it cool.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Don't be surprised when you order the usual. I'm honestly surprised that the game doesn't call you on that nonsense, considering all the stuff it will call you on.
So, can I ask you something? What do you think of everyone in the band? I want your honest opinion. You're one of us now, after all. Basil first. Come on, what do you think of him?
Basil.
He plays the bass.
acts like a little kid sometimes.
He's annoying. Screw that guy. It's a bad thing. Oh, come on. I get to badmouth Basil. I'm absolutely doing it.
I hate how immature he is. He has no focus at all.
Oh, well, I guess it might seem like that because he's so curious.
No, he's just annoying. And he says laters with a Z.
Marjoram
He's reliable.
is reliable, I guess. He's definitely one of those kind and reliable guys.
Yeah, he seems like he's with it.
Oh, yeah. I'm very trustworthy. He handles our scheduling and accounting. I think he enjoys it.
That's impressive multitasking considering he also plays.
Next, what about Fennel, the guy who left?
Fennel,
He shot a missile at me. I know that. He cares about his music. That much is very true.
passionate about his music.
That's a good thing. I'm all about passion.
Even though he doesn't look it, he's really passionate.
I think he takes music more seriously than any of us.
I could believe that.
So, what about Connie? You've spent a lot of time with her.
Connie,
I'd say she's gentle.
is gentle and kind.
That's a bad thing. Why would you ever be gentle and kind?
She's a kind, gentle person, and I find that attractive.
It was nice of her to help you out. You should
Yes, it
definitely
was.
Let her know how much.
Even though she might have been the cause of my amnesia for all I know.
Okay, lastly,
Savory?
I could compare you to Connie. Okay. Now, I'm not going to claim to be an expert in women, but don't compare them to each other. That's a bad idea.
You're sexy.
And that's absolutely a good
You're
thing.
Very sexy.
oh, that's good to know. Thanks for talking. I learned a lot about you.
Well, if it isn't Sir John. It's been quite a while, sir. Heading home?
Hey, he's that guy whose son disappeared.
That's Sir John, Mallow's father. He's a famous doctor and the director of St.
And we might be Mallow. Except we're not, because everyone who seems to know Mallow doesn't know
If
us.
your head's still hurting, you should probably have him take a look. I mean, he's your friend's dad, so you should at least stop by. Here, I'll mark the hospital on your map and everything.
Aw, that's super thoughtful. Thanks, Savory. Oh,
I wanted to talk to
and
you,
there
so
once
you should
again
find him.
is the screen fade out.
Tonight was a lot of fun. Thanks. I'm heading back to the hotel.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to swap my upscaler to my other one. And we'll test that one out. Like, I'm sure that's going to solve all the problems, even if it looks a little less good. But we'll give it a shot. I don't think I've talked to you yet, light eating girl. Thanks for playing off my being cool here, Maitre D. Wayward 50-year-old. There's a secret society, you say? That might be worth looking into. Might be worth looking for people walking around town as part of this secret society. Alright. I also don't think I've talked to this guy. Let's talk to this guy. Next to the suspicious garbage can. There's a trash can. That's definitely not suspicious. Wink, wink. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Whew. I think we might get back to our Trotmobile and save and call it a night, since we're still running into issues. But tomorrow we will definitely be doing some road trip, and I want to see if swapping the upscaler fixes it, because I'm sure that's it. But the thing is, given the fact that we did 2 hours last time without a single hitch, just goes to show exactly how inconsistent it is and hard to predict and hard to test for this. It really is. Like, I've spent so much time and money trying to solve this problem, and it's really unbelievably frustrating. What's up, Internet? We are
get back
back
to our
with
trot.
Road Trip at an absurdly
And I think
early
that would-
time in the morning. It's about 5 a.m. and I couldn't sleep. But last time we were interrupted by countless video issues because I'm still having them. I think I finally fixed it. I think. Because I'm out of ideas. My next plan is to basically just throw everything I own out into the garbage and then throw myself there because I'm feeling very low about this and everything else in my life right now. But I think it was the video upscaler. So I swapped back to my old video upscaler. We shouldn't have any issues. But there's a bit of an issue in that, you know, my other upscaler that wasn't working, assuming that's the case again. I've had this on for 6 hours, and I've been testing it extensively for the past, like, month and a half, and, like, it's been a whole thing, and getting any sort of consistent result is all over the place, as you know, as I've constantly been trying to stream and show, hey, I got this fixed. Oh, wait, no, I didn't, even though I thought I did. I think I've got this fixed. Problem is that this is an AV upscaler and not a component upscaler, so it doesn't look as good. But if the video stops, you know, breaking and I stop embarrassing myself so hard about, you know, my equipment not working right, I'll take that as a victory, and I could really use one of those right now. Anyway, we're back in Road Trip. Things might look a little bit less high definition, but we're in the big fancy area in the clouds. The one thing I remember is we still need to get that last gem for Indy, and I believe that's over that way. And this guy right here, I believe, wants all the stamps in the stamp book. Or something. There's someone here that wants all the stamps in the stamp book. And the thing about that is, that's how we're going to get the best stuff in the game. Problem with that is you can't get all the stuff, all the stamps at least, until after you beat the game. So as it stands, we are actually about as well equipped as we possibly can be. But either way, the gem that Indy wants, as far as I can tell, is over this way. I think. And is, yeah, here's the stamps guy. Yes, sure, I believe in stuff. Awesome. I don't know what that is, but we did that. Alright, so come back here after we get 100 stamps. Basically, this guy will give us the best stuff, but we got God's Rod, whatever that is. And I think that what we're looking for like the big fancy jump thing that has indie stuff is around here. But let's just take a photo and wander around as we try and figure out where it is, because I'm 99% sure it's in Cloud Hill. Otherwise, we don't really need to be here right now, because we really just need to, you know, gather prestige and people. Rainbow jump. Let's try. I think this is what we have to do, is do this rainbow jump nonsense, so. Oh. Okay, I think we have to land there. But I think it's, like, tied to this jump. If it's not tied to this jump, it's tied to the ski jump in the snowy area. It's the only other place I can think of, because I remember them saying it was tied to a jump. Now, I think what we have to do is, like, stop right on top of there. Which is a little tricky, but we'll see what we can do. I'm not seeing the gem right there, though, so I might be wrong, or there might be another jump around here, but I was sure it was tied to, this place. I think the trick... Oh, almost. I think the trick is to basically just... basically stop, like, halfway through. I'm thinking is what the trick to this is. So let's try and fling ourselves up here. Or it has something to do with how we adjust our fin. One of those things. And you know this is going to be tied to a stamp, so if we're collecting everything in the game, we're going to have to do this, you know. I think that we just set the fin is a really weird thing to use in this game because like there is an indicator that shows it. It's the thing over there, but like the actual making it work thing is a little bit wonky. Nope, not quite. The problem is getting across without having too much jam to send you off. Maybe there'll be a tip here. Alright, jump to the island. Can you land? That's not useful advice, that's just the basic rules. And I mean, I figured that out by the fact it's a big jump. Whoa! I'm not sure what happened there. Camera just decided to freak out a little. Alright, let's try one more time. We'll have to come back here and do it. It might just be that I need to get a weaker engine or something. So I think it's safe to say we probably need the afterburners. Yeah, okay, we'll come back later then. I want to find this gem for Indy, because I know that was at least a lingering thing we have to do. We'll get a stamp for trying, I'm sure, but no stamp for trying. There's usually a participation award, but there's also a victory award, and we didn't get that either. Alas. Whoop. Okay, let's not run into you. I don't think we've been around the town, so let's see if there's some useful advice here. He's the fastest racer. Yes, I do want to. Okay. Oh, am I actually just supposed to race you? That might be a weird, mistranslated, line of dialogue then, Travis. Because it sounds like you were trying to give me some advice, but it turns out now you're challenging me to a race. Whoa, okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Fine. Sure. Whatever. How many laps? Oh, I fell out, so it doesn't matter. How many laps are there? Let's see. Okay, only one lap. So all we have to do is basically not crash and fall off. Because the enemy we're actually racing against is fairly incompetent. Okay, I think I got this. I'm just gonna be, feathering the gas. Jet on turns. Whoa, okay, we are really skidding around right now. Don't want to do that so much if we can help it. Whoop. There we go. Like hell, you're gonna beat me. Oh! The turning on this thing is not great. We already have like the best turning stuff. Man, I am off my game. It has been too long, and I've been sitting here wrestling with recording devices and cables for far too long. I need to play some jank Japanese wind-up car races. Get back my groove. That I probably wasn't very good to begin with that. To be fair, I think I had that race aside from the fact that I was sort of permanently drifting. That was my issue, is it was just way too slidey. Okay, I won. It was a bit jank, but I won. Oh, we got a sky pattern for our room, I assume. Nice. I don't think I want it, but I'll take it. It's weird that specifies it's a single lap race, though. That implies that there's going to be a multi-lap race later. I don't want to do that. Let's take a photo. Tin Raceway. Did they just say that was number 1? I guess this would be the last photo stop then. Quick Pick 1 is located on the big peach tree. Yep, that's where we started. Nice. So we are going kind of around the whole world right now. That's kind of neat. We've actually been everywhere where there's every Quick Pick thing. Alright. How many are we missing at this point? I'm curious. Because they're probably here, but we're missing 1, 2, which is at the beach, 3, which is... okay, probably by the okay. Missing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are missing 8, so like not even 10% anymore. In fact, we're missing exactly 8%. I do not want to add you to my team because I'm limited with how many teams. Is that a goat? Oh, it's a little hobby horse. Or a rocking horse or whatever. Cool! I mean, it's not a tofu delivery monster truck Torino. That is a duck. Let's try a quiz. I could go with quiz. I have no idea. And I'm not going back to check, so... time to brute force this quiz. Hopefully it's only one question or we might have an issue. Alright, how many coconuts? I said 4. The thing is that text box kind of pops up faster than you think it does. Like, it just requires one less button press than it looks like it needs. Okay. Okay, there's 100, obviously. Let's say 2. Nope. I don't think there's 100. He might give you a prize for just getting gloriously wrong, though. I'm ready to try again. 3. Hooray! I got a duck meter. Oh, he's got more questions. Oh god, we're doomed. Well, let's do more quizzes and see what I remember from a game I haven't played in a while. Let's try it. Okay. Do you have no more prizes? Then why am I doing this? I know her name. I believe it's, Nanaha. Oh, hey, I did get a thing. Is this gonna be one of those weird morbid things where he gives me a bunch of duck stuff, which is all his body, and then eventually he's dead or something? Let's try. Okay. What's the color of the roof of the paint shop in Sandopolis? I'm going to say blue. Okay, it's not blue. That's fine. That's fine. Fortunately, there's only so many choices. Let's go. It's... I don't think it would be pink or yellow, so let's try red. See, I could just go there, but it would be so much slower to do that. It's green. I am totally a genius, absolutely. It's not why I've been struggling with very basic problems, throwing all my might and what little funding I have to try and fix it and failing miserably. I'm totally a genius. Yeah, I'm pretty much hung up on this. It's frustrating. It's just so frustrating to have such a basic problem that shouldn't be this hard to figure out and just whiffing it so badly. Let's take a photo. Boom! Right in front of the president's place. In fact, we can go hang out there for a minute. Swing by. See how the prez is doing. Unfortunately, we can't challenge him to a race because we're not good enough. Well, we kind of could. You can glitch through this door. I know you can. I've done it, and I've seen people do it, but we're not doing that today. This is the gate man of the president's mansion. Unfortunately, they won't like common people here. So we gotta win the Grand Prix and get the trophy. Because the trophy is apparently like a key to the gate. That's just how that works, I guess. That makes sense. I mean, nothing in this game actually makes sense. It's kind of the point. It's just... it's absurd and it's insane, and that's kind of why I love it. There's the paint shop. Don't need that. It's a little ladybug named Stuart. And you like roulette. Good for you, I guess. I'm not sure that's a hobby, but, you know, whatever. Just don't spend all your money. Play roulette responsibly, I guess. Okay, so... new plan. Since I'm very much stuck up on this whole not being able to figure out where Indy's thing is, let's drive around town, go talk to him, and get that hint for the last one. That is what I want to do. If I do nothing else today, I want to figure out where that gemstone is and shove it in Indy's stupid face. That's the plan. Whoa, physics. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, now I think Indy's house was that one. Physics! Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can see on the map where they're supposed to be, so I'll take a hint. Large hills jump ramp. Okay. Well, the only large hill I can think, because, you know, the Cloud Hill didn't seem to have it, would be at White Mountain. So let's drive around town. See what we can do with this. Okay, so there's a big jump ramp. There it is. Allegedly behind this, if this is the thing that they're talking about, there should be a gem. Also, we're flying through the air, so that's not so good. Whoa! Physics. It has forsaken us yet again. Can I just physics my way up this wall? I kinda can't. Oh, almost. Can I do a part 2? Oh, it wants to. It wants to. But it doesn't seem to let us. Alas. I mean, on the bright side, we could just drive around this to get back to where we were, but, like... were there any other large hills in this game? I'm desperately trying to think of any. And I just can't think of any. And that map in his house was absolutely a hint. The problem is figuring out which one each one was specifically. Where am I now? Okay, there's a road. This means that there's civilization in some direction. Let's go this way. It could be that the large jump ramp is the thing that leads out into the ocean, but the problem is, where would behind that be exactly? Okay. Okay. So... I'm out of gas. That's not good. That's a bit of a problem, actually. Oh, this game. I could just warp. It would be faster. Alright, fine. I want nothing. I just wanted gas. It'd be kind of nice if there wasn't a gas meter while you're adventuring, you know? Okay, so, we're going to be careful about the physics this time. And by that I mean we're going to disregard all the physics, like we like to do. Okay, well there's a ski jump. Now would that mean that it would be behind here? Because I'm not seeing anything in the behind of the here. Huh. Or in the over here place. There it is! Okay. So let's go yell at Indy for a while. Drive around town. So that's what we're here to do. Then I guess we gotta just do some races. I mean, there is still some stuff we haven't done, certainly. I did it. I found your stupid stuff. Also, wowza. I don't need a new body. I have my Torino body. That's good enough. That's all I've ever wanted. Okay, well, let's take a look at the notebook and see what sort of stamps we're missing here. Okay, so the first one we're missing... Gave a magazine. Okay. I'm not sure... The thing is, though, because it's pink, I think it's safe to say it's going to be in Peach Town. Purple seems to be for Fuji City, which seems to be covered. Blue is for Sandopolis. We can't embrace Lisa until we do some races against her. Find Benji's fountain pen. I know where that is in a very loose sense. Like, he was there, he was at the, like, weird Incan pyramid, and he said it was there, but we didn't see it. And then this stuff seems to all be tied to your town, so there's actually quite a lot here that we still need to do. Alright, well, let's... Hold on, let's... Results. What sort of, We came in 6th at Peach Raceway rank B, so let's try and get rank A. Or rather, first in rank B or whatever. Because I know you only have to... physics! You only have to, you know, come in 6th, but let's do a little better than that. So we have to figure out who to give a magazine to, and even, like, I'm not even sure we have a magazine. It might have been a little while since I last did this. I've been too busy fiddling with recording equipment that doesn't like me very much. Okay, so we want to come in first here. Fortunately, we're pretty well equipped, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm a little worried about fuel consumption. That's a bit of an issue. But, you know, so far I'm not too worried about this. I mean, that is lap 1, though, and it is a 3-lap race, so we might actually be running out of fuel at kind of a sad pace. Also, for some reason, there's a cameo with good old Dizzy from those terrible adventure games that make me sad. I played a lot of those Dizzy games, and they were so bad. Let's place a little egg that breaks and just flails around badly. Whoa! I think that's supposed to be a Peach, but it just looks like Dizzy the Adventurer. Wow, our teammates are coming in last place right now. Oh, can we lap them? Oh, yeah, we did. Nice. I mean, we do have the best stuff, so it's still an early race, so it really wasn't too much of an issue, but there, boom, we came in first. Here we go. I don't need to watch a replay. Earned a fair bit of faff that time. Okay, let's drive around town and see if we can figure out where to get a magazine or who we have to give it to. Like, first things first, let's check our treasure and see if we can find... Do we have a magazine, first of all? Doesn't look like it. Although this stuff seems to be entirely, like, garage stuff. Okay. Well, there's gotta be someone who needs a magazine. And they have to be in this general vicinity. That's the body shop. We don't need that. So let's drive around and see. Who lives here? Do you have a magazine? Do you need one? Okay. Someone counting on me. That would be a first. It's a lot of pressure. I'm not so good at that. Or anything, it seems. Alright, I think we have all the photos in this area. pretty sure. We need number 6. Actually, is this number 6? Number 7. So we're actually missing one photo booth around here. Ooh, okay. Where is... There's a little thing on the map, like just a little speck. I wonder what that's all about. What's your deal, though, Mr. Carr? Newman. No, I don't want you as a racing buddy, thanks. There's a little tiny speck on the map, like right behind it. I think this is just the door to this area? Which I think we've already done. But maybe we'll get a magazine if we do this. Alright, let's go. Let's see if we can beat this and get ourselves a magazine. Or something. You actually don't want to be better equipped for this, like we are currently, because the faster you go, the faster you're going to run headlong into a barrel. Being slower is actually more beneficial here. Thank you. I'm quite proud of my monster truck Torino. It's capable of delivering all the tofu while drift racing, but not surviving against barrels. I have no idea where this stupid magazine we're looking for is. All I know is it's in the general vicinity of this place. But this place is actually very, very big. It might even just be like lying around in like the giant open expanse. I have no idea. All I know is there's something in my book that says give a magazine, and that's all the useful information I get from that. There. It's been cleared. And I got nothing for it, but to be fair, I already did this once. Okay. So that wasn't terribly useful. But we at least know it's not there. So that's at least some information going forward. We went in there. There's nothing at the bar. That's the body shop. These houses have no doors. There's number 6. We were missing this. Let's take the photo with number 6. Boom. Great photo. I don't need photo booth number 7. I think the next one we need is down by the bay where the watermelons grow. Actually, it's out in the desert, so we're actually good for a while if we're doing this sequentially. So that's good. And we don't have anything in Fuji City we need to do. We just need to give a magazine. As generic as that sounds. I don't even know where the magazine is. Like, is someone here going to give me one that I can turn around and give to someone else? Is there a print shop I'm not familiar with? Okay, we've been there. We've been to the radio station. Yeah, we got the Peach doll from there. We've been here. No, Wolf, I don't want you on my team. Thank you, though. I mean, the only reason I even have teammates at this point is just so I have 2 less spots for competition I have to worry about. Let's try here. 1 is a lonely number. Okay. And I think Kevin's house is here. So, is it on the outskirts of town? The problem is the outskirts of town stretches in every direction. Okay, well let's check by the farm again. Start by going here. There's so many people who just want to join your team, and it's not terribly useful. Alright. This is the only other place we haven't checked. I don't want you on my team. Okay, Milton, so you go away. I guess we'll go to Fuji City. We'll take the long way, though. Just cuz. If we go the long way, maybe we'll find a magazine kicking around on the ground or something. I think Fuji's it roughly in this general direction. And we'll do the next race there. The B rank race. Because it's the only way we'll ever get to become the president of Car World. In our super Carmobile Torino. Whoa! That wouldn't be the photo booth we need. There's the windmills. But we don't need anything there. It's gonna turn out that the magazine is something you get for doing like that long jump. I don't think we ever did or at least we never won the long jump on the mountaintop. That's something to think about as well. I'm not seeing a magazine around here, so unless it's just in the giant expanse of the desert. Like that stupid fountain pen. We're gonna get a magazine for that fountain pen, aren't we? That's what that's gonna be all about. I have no idea where we are currently. That might be a problem. But at least we get a nice calming night drive. So, you know, small victories, I guess. The road to Fuji's got to be around here somewhere. If I keep going in this general direction, we got to run into it. Or we run into, like, the ocean. Could just warp. I don't want to do that. Where are we? Okay. I think this is like the mountain path to Mushroom Canyon from Sandopolis. We kind of skipped a whole lot of stuff. Okie doke. Well, that's fine too, I guess. Let's find our car refueling station, go for some races, and then go look for a fountain pen, I guess, since we're in the area. That sounds like a new plan. Not the intention. Oh god, I'm out of fuel. Fortunately, we are just there, but oh god. There it is. Okay, now we're good. Alright, let's do a race. So, we haven't done the Night Glow Raceway rank B at least. So let's try this one. I think we win this one, and coming first, we get to add Lisa to our team. And I would like to do that, because Lisa is like the best JoJo character. Even though definitively Bucciarati's a better mom. Let's be honest. Someone is just parked in the middle of the raceway. Whoa, okay. Now we're doing some Mario Kart stuff. That's fine. That's cool. Okay. Nice lighting. Kind of appreciate that. Little worried about how much fuel I've got, not gonna lie. Okay. There, physics, that's fine. This is a huge track. I'm hoping this isn't 3 laps or we're really in trouble. Oh, we're gonna have to, like, find ourselves a pit stop or something. Okay. That's not good. there's a... Okay, so there's like a bit of a shortcut here. That's cool. That tofu might just get delivered on time all the same. Hopefully. Although this is not conducive to my afterburners. I can't just go crazy with them in here. Not that I have the fuel to do so. Huge lead, but... I mean, to be fair, we are kind of better equipped than them at this point. In fact, we might be over-equipped, which is why we're handling kind of poorly right now. Okay, as long as I'm careful about the afterburners, we might have enough fuel to actually pull this off. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping, because it would be embarrassing to come in last with no fuel. Okay. About maybe 30% fuel left. We might be able to pull this off, as long as I don't... As long as I don't go crazy with the afterburners, we might be able to pull this off. Just gonna have to go through, like, the jank tunnel of jankiness. Come on. I think accelerating from a dead stop uses a lot more fuel than just going. Might be wrong about that, but that's how it feels. Either way, ideally you just don't want to slow down. So the moment you start slowing down, the more you're going to have to, like, re-accelerate. And that's going to take a lot more fuel. They're just finishing their second lap right now, and I'm almost on my third. I don't think we have to worry about losing. But if I run out of fuel, which is about to happen, we're going to go real slow. That's going to suck. Alright, just enough juice to get there. And our teammates are basically at the back of the pack, as they always seem to be. But that's fine. They're just extra money for us at this point. Yeah, we won 500 FAF. Nice. Alright, let's drive around town. And I do believe we can recruit Lisa now. And she's a big fan of ours. Awesome. And we impressed her. Nice. Can I add her to my team? I would like to do that. Yes. You should swap with Hitomi. Awesome. Alright. Okay, so. Now we gotta go find a fountain pen. Doing that in the dark might not be the best. Also, I think we're missing a lot of, like, photo booths around here, which is suboptimal. But I think the pyramids are out this way. That's not a pyramid, but it is vaguely shaped like one. Whoa! Okay, I want to say the pyramids are kind of out vaguely in this general direction. I think. I'm gonna end up finding, like, the windmills again and just having no fuel. Okay, there's the highway. This would be so much easier if it wasn't nighttime right now. Like, as impressive as it is that this game has a day and night cycle and that stuff does happen during it, I'd prefer not to have to deal with that. If we can't find it, we'll warp back to the Q factory and hopefully that'll just, you know, reset the day-night cycle. That's my plan. Okay, there's the cake factory, which means we're actually pretty far east. I don't think it was to the east. I'm pretty sure it was directly north. Next city, which is not where we want to go. There's something. What are we looking at right now? Is that the aliens who abduct you? Probably. Oh, nope. Those are the aliens that abduct you. Maybe they'll fuel me up if we go in here. Yep, they did that. That was quite thoughtful of them. Alright. Well, we don't want to go south, I don't think. Just keep going north, I guess. Do we actually... No, we don't have like an actual map. That would be useful. Alright. So... We're about to drive off a cliff. Whoa! Yep, we are. Fortunately, you know, our afterburners still give us kind of a submersible mode, but unfortunately without the, what the hell? What's on our map right now? Oh, that's Fuji City, isn't it? Well, I mean, we could do the race there. We need to. Alright, screw it. We're gonna warp. And hopefully it'll be daytime when we're done this race. Alright, so we gotta do the rank B race in the temple. So let's try it. And by temple they mean outskirts of the city, but you know, same thing I guess. Wow, a lot of 90-degree turns in this game, which is not the best way to do a driving game, not gonna lie. So we're gonna deliver that tofu yet. I mean, the previous one was more of a temple race. Oh, they have an underwater segment that you can just... Okay. I think we still have to go this way. I don't think we can just drive up there. That said, we don't have our underwater kit with us right now, so that might not be the best plan to do that. Still, I got this down. It doesn't seem to take as much fuel as the previous level. Whoa. Okay, that kind of sucked. Whoa! Let's just avoid those Torii. We can help it. Nice thing about the thrusters, in addition to just the straight up fact that make you faster, is they are really great for changing angle. They're not so good for your fuel economy though. And I'm already using like the second most expensive engine for fuel economy, so... It'd be nice if there was like a fuel pickup or something so you didn't have to worry so much. And like I said, it'd be nice if you didn't have to worry about it for the adventure mode. Because really that's just obnoxious. And the game doesn't really telegraph that you even have a fuel indicator, or that fuel's even a thing you have to worry about. Alright. Well, let's just... We have plenty of fuel, so we really don't have to not use it. Whoa, physics! That's fine. That's fine. Meow. And as jank as this game is, I still love it. It's definitely that. Alright. Alright, there's a little bit more money for us that we don't need because we've already got the best crap. Alright, please be daytime. Please be daytime. Please be daytime. Oh. Alright, well, let's go back to Sandopolis. Or Sandpolis, as sometimes it's spelt inconsistently. Let's drive around town. Okay, it's still nighttime. That's not so good. Don't have a lot of options though. Okay, the ocean's that way. Definitely that way. And this is Cowboy Town. So where exactly is the big fancy area with all the pyramids and stuff? Okay, so that's where the aliens were. Let's try going this way instead. Because I remember being around it here. I was sure it was just north of the city. But if that were the case, we would have seen it by now. There's the highway. I'm not seeing much else. And it wouldn't be near the canyon. It was definitely near Sandopolis. It'd be nice if there was a way to speed up time, at least. Get like a watch so you can set times, or like, you know, sit and wait for time to pass or something. Because as much as I do like the day and night cycle in this game, it is really bloody hard to see. And by extension, it's really hard to tell where the hell you are. Actually, if we go to the photo booths, one of them might show the pyramids. That would at least tell us we're in the right area. Okay. Yep, that's the aliens. Don't need that. I need the pyramids, though. Please show me the pyramids or the Nazca lines or something. Okay. Pretty sure that's in the same general area as the pyramids. In this world, anyway. So, maybe we'll go this way. See if we can find anything in this general direction. Because I'd rather prefer not to have to, like, sector by sector comb the desert for pyramids to look for a fountain pen. I mean, I'll do it. I don't want to do it, but I'll do it. It's gonna turn out that, like, the pyramids are, like, in the snowy mountain or something. I'm just really wildly badly remembering this game. Okay, we got trees. I think this is... that's the exit of Fuji City. Okay, so we've already been there. Let's go this way and see what happens. We found the highway. I thought the desert was a lot bigger than it actually is in this game. It's probably for the best. Oh. Oh. Come on, just give me an option to wait. Please. No, let's drive around town. It's still nighttime. Let's make sure. Okay, so this is Fuji City. Sandopolis, we impress Lisa. Found Benji's fountain pen. I noticed that that's closer to this stuff, which is my town stuff. So maybe I actually need to head back? Should be this way, I guess. Still, I swear that crap was right next to the freaking aliens. Well, we won some races anyway. If if nothing else, we accomplished that today. Plus, we finished Indy's bizarre archaeology hunt of nonsense. So we also did that. Can't say we didn't do anything today. And like I said, as depressed as I am about having all this crap not work, we haven't had a video issue yet. Which tells me that I might have been right on the money swapping out my thing. Bear in mind, I've also just had my PS2 on before this for several hours. Just for the sake of testing this crap. So, if we consider this basically just an extension of that test to make sure that we can actually get proper video footage back up and running, you know, mission accomplished. We've succeeded at something today. And we're about to drive off a cliff. Whoa. That's a proper freaking Akina Mountain style freaking tofu delivery Torino drift racing turn if I've ever seen one. Okay, seriously, we've been all over this place. Where is the freaking pyramids to find this fountain pen? What else do we have in the notebook that we're missing? Don't need photos. Let's find stamps. Unknown. Do the Q rally. I think we might try and do that next time because the Q rally is literally all the races, or rather, it's a full marathon around the entire island all at once. A statue's built. Visit all the houses in Chestnut Canyon. We haven't done that yet. Alright, let's go to Volcano Canyon and do a race there. Or Chestnut Canyon. There's volcanoes, apparently. Also, we need to visit every house. I think that would probably just include, like, the paint shop and the body shop that we never bothered going to because we don't need a better one. Alright, so let's do the B rank race here. In a volcano. That's how you know this is a legit racing game. When you can race inside a volcano. As a tofu delivery monster truck Torino. Hey, it looks like little princess is up ahead. That's good. I still want to be in first though. Well, that means there'll be more money for us that we don't have a ton of use for because we're already equipped with the best stuff. But you know, it's nice to know our teammates are, you know, doing stuff effectively. Whoa, okay, let's not fall into the lava. This game really does like its 90-degree turns. It's not the best for stuff, really. For racing games, 90-degree turns is basically insanity. Alright. 1. And that was half our fuel, so that's not ideal. Not ideal, but we'll see what we can do about it. Alright. Alright. Come on. We can do this. We got this. Whoa! Okay. Don't have as much of a lead as I'd like, especially if we're going to run out of fuel. But we're not out of the race just yet. In fact, we're kind of leading the race. Although that could very quickly end if I run out of fuel. It looks like Lisa's in last. Must be getting used to the course or something. Still, we added her to our team and we impressed her, which was a stamp. We got about 20% fuel, and we still have about 30% of the race left. We're going to end this with no fuel, and someone's actually coming up rather quickly behind us, which is concerning, to say the least. But should be able to make it. I hope. Gonna try and just scrooch over here. Scrooch over here. Almost lap Lisa. It looks like she's not having any of it. Oh, nope. There it is. And my fuel's going down. But I did lap her. Although she gave me a little nudge at the end. For victory. Victory nudge. Alright, there we go. We did the volcano race. Slowly working our way to becoming the president. We did terrible. No, seriously, if we at least had more fuel efficiency, or, you know, just more gas in general, that would be good. But we don't. Okay, so... let's see, we still need to visit some house around here. Wah! As they all like to say, because I, for some reason, decided to keep that the catchphrase of the day. Is this the house I've been to? No, I want to keep you saying wah. I'm just here to, you know, see if I've visited every house. Because I've been told I haven't. There's a cave over here. Have I been here? I don't think I've been here. Nope, this looks new. Lost Rourke. Yeah, let's go get us a wrench. Rock and roll. Oh god, precision. Well, this is terrifying. Alright. This could be one of those... oh. That's fine. This is gonna be one of those things where we have to do it within a certain period of time to get a second stamp, isn't it? This is gonna be so bad. Okay. Let's just be super careful. Oh, okay, physics, that's fine. That's fine. This is good. We can do this. At least they don't give us a time limit. I mean, there probably is to get a second stamp, but... ah... Look, game. I spent an hour playing golf with cars. I'm fine with doing this. It's fun to try and do all these weird little side activities. Okay. That said, you better reward me. Okay. Alright. 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 Yep, we're good. We're good. We got this. No problem. Whoa! Okay. Okay. Whoa! Physics! You're more of a suggestion than anything in this game. Knowing that, you'd think it'd be almost easier to just find a way to, like, ride up the side of the walls of this place just to try and, like, fling myself to wherever the goal is. Okay. 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 Alright. 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 Whoa, okay. Yep, we're good. We're good. We're good. We got this. Just gonna... It's a little hard to see where you're going on that downward, but... no problem. So far, doing okay. Okay. Alright. Whoa, okay. Okay, yeah, it's dead ahead. My giant monster truck body isn't helping much, though. When it comes to the actual... Okay, let's reverse, because I'm going to drive off this thing if I'm not... okay, I can't tell if it's just pointing the camera down and looking at the way the lava's animated, but it looked like it was rising, which is concerning. I'm not even looking where I'm driving. I'm looking at the walls to try and find some frame of reference, just to check on that lava level, because I'm kind of freaking out about it a little bit. Alright, 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 alright. We're good. We're good. No, because I'm seeing the platform we started on. I don't think the lava's rising, so we're actually quite good. That's it. Now I'm not freaking out about it. It could be that that was the thing that was keeping me sane and, like, not driving off the cliff. There we go. 2 minutes, 5 seconds. I got nothing for that. Within 1 minute and 10 seconds? Holy shit. Like, I don't think we're getting all the stamps. Well, I visited all the houses. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Holy crap. That's certainly a thing we could do. I mean, I probably won't, but, you know. That was fun to do, just for the absurdity of it, but, you know, putting some kind of restriction like that on it's just absurd. I mean, that said, that was only 50% of the time I took, so, I mean, it would be entirely doable. I guess. Alright, I think we'll do one more race. So we do need that B rank to get the A rank to let us race the president. Alright, so let's go to the Fairy Woods. Or whatever this place is called. Part shop. Where's the Q factory? Here it is. You can tell it's 6 a.m. and I haven't gotten any sleep. Alright, let's race. Alright, Oval Raceway rank B. Let's try it. This does not look like the environment we were just in. And bear in mind, this game seems to enjoy showing us that the raceways we're actually racing on are relatively close to where we're actually physically on a map. Wow. You guys are absolutely motoring. I might actually have to use my afterburners to keep up. It's impressive, because I've already got, like, the fastest car. So I don't know how you're doing that. Still, as long as I, like, just use the afterburners for the straightaways. Should be good. Well, I'm heavily reminded of when I did the Saturn Choro Q game, and I was stuck on basically this exact course. And we were just facing someone that was, like, absurdly fast. And I lost in the last 10 seconds. That was so grim. And that was really something that could have been alleviated just by picking a different car type. That was a completely different game. Oh crap, I'm out of fuel. This is gonna get a little bit grim, but there it is. The Tofu Delivery Monster Truck Torino strikes again. Alright. There's a little bit more FAF for us. We did pretty okay. So, I'm not sure we'll, like, you know, do all the stamps, given that that last one was kind of absurd, but we'll see. That said, you know, while this might not have been the most interesting time, I think we've at least somewhat proven my theory that it was the upscaler, and while things might not look quite as crisp as they did before, we haven't had any video cuts, so I don't want to optimistically... I don't want to ever in my life be optimistic about anything because it's never worked out for me, but I don't want to say we've solved the problem, But thus far, it seems that things seem to be working better, which is, you know, a plus. So, hopefully this works, and it will continue to work, and we'll, you know, see. But, you know, we will be back later tonight, and by that I mean like 20 hours or so, to do Skies of Arcadia, so look forward to that. You might also want to check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel, see everything else I do, which is a lot of stuff. I should have a review up for a really cool PC game in a couple of days, so look forward to that. And if you really want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon. Support the show any way you can so that I can continue to do what I do to the best of my ability, which in this case is drive around aimlessly in the desert and win a whole bunch of races. And impress Lisa. That's an important thing too. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully this has it fixed, because I really need something to start working out for me. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, Internet.